Welcome to Feng Shui Living, the podcast designed for busy women who want to de-stress, live with intention, and create a home that truly supports their well-being. Each week, I'll bring you practical tips, insightful ideas, and simple strategies to enhance both your home and your life. Let's get started. Quick pause before we jump in. If you love this podcast, you will love my book, Aligned at Home. Think of it as your design and energy guidebook to creating a space that supports your well-being and your goals. You can get a signed copy over on my website, purelivingwithlisamorton.com, or snag it on Amazon or wherever you buy books. I hope you enjoy it. Well, hello there, and welcome back to Feng Shui Living Podcast. If you're new to the podcast, thanks for joining. If you've been here for a while, thanks for sticking by and enjoying these episodes. You guys give me such great content. You can always go over to my Instagram, Feng Shui Living Podcast, and message me if you have a specific topic that you want me to cover. But today we're talking about how to refresh your home without buying anything new. So you don't have to spend money to refresh your space. And I have tons of tips for you in today's episode. Sometimes the most powerful shifts come from the rearranging, from the editing, from just seeing it with fresh new eyes. So today we're going to do that. Before we dive in, I have an exercise for you. And this is in my book and something I do with a lot of my clients. I'm always talking about seeing your space with fresh eyes because we get so used to just walking in at the end of the day and it looks the same and we don't notice anything. However, everything is still, affecting our nervous system, good and not so good. So today, tonight, this weekend, next week, I want you to plan a time. I want you to plan a time when you have maybe 20 minutes and it's really cold where I am, but bundle up, go outside, get some fresh air. Maybe go be around some nature if you can. Go outside, get reset, and then I want you to walk into your home as if you've never been there before. And I want you to do this through the front door. The front door in Feng Shui is what we call the mouth of Qi, and so important. And we really need to open our eyes to this space, most importantly. Once you enter, I then want you to look around and just explore, again, as if you've never been there. It's kind of similar when maybe you go to a hotel or a rental or something, and you walk in and you might notice, oh, look at that great piece of art. Oh, look at that interesting lamp. Oh, wow. Wow, look at, that rug is really great. Our eyes see those things, right? But in our own home, we're just so used to everything we don't. So when you do this exercise, I want you to really think about being a guest, someone who's never been to your home. And then once you've had time to look around, get out a journal and take some notes. What do you notice? What do you like? What do you not really care for? Or what feels like it doesn't fit? What feels disjointed? So do this journaling exercise, and then you might also see a few things that you're like, this just needs refreshed. So this episode is going to help you with quick, easy ways to refresh your home without buying anything new. So one of my favorite things to recommend to my clients is to shop your home. I know a lot of us have things, right? Storage, it might be some extra throw pillows in a closet or an extra blanket they could throw across the sofa in a certain color. I had a client once who we were looking for some sort of nature to bring nature into the space. And she had this beautiful landscape print tucked away and even been framed beautifully. It was so nice. She just never hung it. It was tucked away in a closet. I was like, oh boy. Let's get this out. And she'd forgotten about it. Sometimes we just have to look in some of those areas and see what we have. You don't have to go and buy new. Say I suggest bringing a water element into your living room. doesn't mean you have to buy a blue sofa. It means dig around, see if you have maybe a couple blue throw pillows or a blue candle or some sort of blue object decorative vase or rug that you can bring in. So shop your own home is one of my favorite recommendations. But now we're going to get into my 7 simple refresh ideas. Plus, I have a 8th big bonus, one of my favorite bonuses to share with you at the very end. So make sure you hang out for number 8. But we're going to get through 1 through 7 first. Number 1 in my list of simple refresh ideas is to rearrange your furniture to change the flow. Now, we know that furniture directs the flow, right? More rounded pieces are going to allow more flow. Boxier shaped items are going to kind of slow down that flow. So it can be a really interesting experiment to simply move your furniture. Go into your living room and move the pieces around. Reset, shift things around. And of course, you can move it back if you don't like it, but this is a great way to really change the flow of energy and make it feel very, very different. So number 1 is rearrange furniture to change the flow of energy in the space. Number 2 in my simple refresh ideas is to swap decor between rooms. This is something I like to do. I'll mix up the decorative items in, say, my bedroom and pull out the colors, right, and swap it with maybe the guest bedroom. And I might do this seasonally. I might just shift things around or take a certain color of some items that I have in storage, pull those out and pack away another different color, right? So we can bring in color through throw pillows, candles, wall art, bookends, decorative things. It doesn't have to be large pieces of furniture. So think about if you're open to swapping decor between rooms and how that might work. This is really fun. It can totally shift the feeling of the room. Number 3 in my simple refresh ideas is to clear one surface completely. Oftentimes I'll work with someone, and I even get into this habit myself, that you might have a countertop in your kitchen that always has stuff on it. So I had this nook in our kitchen, right? This corner next to the fridge. And I always had a bowl there with fresh fruit. There's a paper towel holder. We had an Alexa box right there. And I got to thinking one day, I'm like, wouldn't that be just nice and feel refreshing if that was just empty and open, and just removing those few items that are typically there just makes it feel like there's more, it can breathe right there. So maybe find a space where you always keep something. Maybe the coffee maker always sits in this one nook. Try moving it, right? And just completely clear everything out of that area so it's empty. Just see how the energy feels. All right, on to number 4 of my simple refresh ideas is to restyle shelves with fewer, more meaningful items. Get rid of the filler pieces that don't mean anything and keep those really special pieces, the collectible pieces, the family heirlooms, the pieces that really connect to your heart that you really love. Keep those and think about arranging them interestingly. Maybe you have books on a shelf, and instead of them all being vertical, take 3 or 4 or 5 and flip them on their side so you can read the names, and then you can add something pretty on top. So think about styling your shelves. Remember to always default to odd numbers when you're doing this. Number 5 in my simple refresh ideas is to move art to a new wall. This can be fun. Swap the art around. It's kind of like swapping around accessories, but taking, say, a horizontal piece and moving it to a different wall that you had a vertical piece there, and just see how it feels. Maybe you take a mirror and a piece of art and swap it. Does it lighten and brighten the room with the mirror? Does the art in the other room feel a little more grounded, maybe? So swap the art around. Number 6 in my simple refresh ideas is to rotate. We talked about swapping decor between rooms, but this is literally, you're going to rotate. So on my sofa, I always have these, they're 2 pillows, and they're like a kind of a zigzag pattern. So I wanted a fire element, but I didn't want to bring in red. So I got these cool pattern pillows, and they're gray and gold, black and white. They're really dramatic, really great on my sofa. So an example would be to take the sofa, these pillows off the sofa, and rotate them onto the accent chairs. I have 2 barrel chairs. And then take the barrel chair pillows, because I have these great little lumbar pillows that are solid black, put those in the sofa. So you're literally swapping. Maybe you have a throw across the back of your sofa, drape that over the chair, and vice versa. So you're literally just shifting things around. So this is fun. Rotate the pillows, the throws, and the accessories in the room. You can also experiment with like rotating rugs around or lamps. Remove the lamps, swap the lamps around in the same room. Maybe, keep an eye open for the correct lighting for the task if you have a reading space, but play around with it. Number 7 of my simple refresh ideas is to create one reset corner that feels really calm and also really intentional. So find that corner, and you might discover this corner if you do my exercise that I talked about at the very beginning to have those fresh eyes when you walk in. But I want you to find a corner, and I want you to reset the entire corner. That means taking everything off the shelf, rearranging. That means removing the art, swapping out the furniture, and it can be one small corner. But this alone can feel huge, and this can kind of emanate out throughout the rest of the space, just shifting up this one space. Okay, so my simple refresh ideas, I'm going to run through them one more time and then get to my bonus idea for you. Number 1 is rearrange the furniture to change up the flow. Number 2 is swap decor between rooms. 3 is clear one surface completely. Let it breathe. Number 4 is restyle your shelves with fewer, more meaningful items. Remember the groupings, remember the odd numbers. Number 5 is move the art to a new wall. Number 6, rotate the pillows, throws, and accessories. Literally rotate in the room. And number 7, create that reset corner. So it's one corner, one space. That's a complete reset. And my bonus is an ancient Chinese practice of moving 27 things. If you are feeling stuck, if you are feeling stagnant, this is an excellent thing to do. And when you do this, I want you to not just rush around and move things around. I want you to slow down, to be very intentional, turn on some pretty music, maybe even take a notebook and note the things you're going to shift, you're going to move. I want you to find exactly 27. So 27 in numerology equals a 9. So we're going to move 27 things. It can be moving a picture frame from one table to another. It can be shifting those throw pillows around. It can be swapping the wall art, but you're going to do exactly 27. So friends, remember that refreshing your home isn't always buying more. Remember to shop your home. It's also about noticing more and using those fresh eyes and then choosing really intentionally. Also try moving the 27 things. You might be completely surprised at how your home can feel refreshed and renewed. As always, you can reach out to schedule a free 15-minute discovery call. As always, you can reach out to schedule a free 15-minute discovery call over on my website, and we can dive into your project or how I might be able to help you. I'll see you at the next episode. Special thanks to our sponsor, Elevated Living School of Holistic Design and Feng Shui. For more information, head over to the show notes. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe, give us a 5-star review, and share this episode with a friend. We'll see you next time.